And good evening, everyone. So glad to be with you, and this is an exciting time to spend time tonight with you, talking to you about the wonders of energy scanning and the opportunity for you to step forward as a healer. And uh, we're having some people from around the world here tonight gathered, and it's an amazing opportunity to just drop into connection right here and right now together, and to be in that place together right now. So if you'll just join me right now, I'd like to have you join me in channeled prayer. If you just take a nice deep breath as I close my eyes, take a nice deep breath now in through your nose, all the way up through your crown chakra, up through your higher self, all the way up to life source energy, up into the all in all energy. Allow the light of source God spirit to flow back down through your higher self, down through your crown chakra, all the way down through all your chakras into your body, all the way down through your feet, all the way through your auric field in your physical body, down to the core of the earth. As I speak these words in the I am, for everyone that listens to my voice, as I recognize right here and right now, God, life, source, spirit is all there is. I recognize that I am ready to allow myself to open to the infinite flow of source. I'm grateful to trust that I am in that flow whenever I allow myself to be. I'm willing to be in my breath and know that life supports me 24/7. I know that as an infinite being, I can trust my open connection to source and all the gifts and all the energy that wants to flow through me in this moment. I'm allowing it to do so that I am able to see clearly through my intuitive sight all that is happening for me and for all. I'm grateful to presence amazing, joyful, blissful opportunities for me to play together with infinite beings everywhere, to experience new transformations for me and for all. I'm grateful to allow my throat chakra to open up so that my voice can be heard. I'm willing to be heard and be seen and become visible as a healer. I'm willing to allow myself to open my heart to receiving the depth of the love that I am, and allow it to circulate in my life so that I am being that loving presence in my life at a whole new profound level. I'm allowing myself to let that energy flow through my power center, flowing up and down through my power center, so I am in that place of alignment where I'm serving authentically for my power and making the maximum impact that I'm meant to make as an infinite being. I'm grateful to trust that infinite power is right where I am. I'm willing to drop illusions and lies that I am powerless or that I am a victim at any level. Know that I'm infinitely powerful to allow anything that I joyfully want to see unfold in my life to happen. As long as I let it unfold, it is done. I'm allowing my sacral chakra to open up and flow and fly with the creativity and the juice of life that's within me, and know that I am supported on every level, and certainly the angelic realm and my guides are here guiding this entire process and flowing and flying all around, having a great time in this party that we're in right now. I'm grateful to allow the flow of that light to flow down through my root chakra down to the core of the earth, allowing my energy to be grounded and landed right here, so that I'm able to, again, to serve from that place of peace, alignment, and empowerment and love, that I'm allowing myself to see the opportunities for me to serve, to really, really allow the infinite self of who I am to be present as a healer in the world, to learn about energy scannings and know what is possible for me and for all, as I allow the divine connection that's within me as a healer to be deepened through this time together, and to learn about the opportunities to continue to deepen that alignment so that I can serve at the highest level with the gifts that I've been given, my natural, intuitive, and healing gifts. And I'm grateful to be present with those opportunities right here and right now. Thank you, God, and so it is. Welcome again, and I'm still getting a little bit used to this format, and I'm imagining everyone's hearing me fine. So if someone just wants to, a few of you would just want to put yes, we hear you fine, that'd be great. That'll just give me a inner, just like, yes, everybody hears me. So you can do that right on the Hangout, and I'd love to hear that. And I do see Gabrielle already put that in there earlier, so it looks like we're probably all set. Thank you, Gabrielle. And Gabrielle will be here watching your comments as well if there are any questions around interacting with me through this time. Okay, great. So, wow. So the prayer is just a perfect place to start because everything I was doing there starts with the process of really scanning, really intuitively tapping in and seeing what's really there. So I was tapping into the collective energy for the group and within myself, and then I start to allow the channel of what wants to flow through me through that prayer. And there are specific processes that go within that prayer that allow it to unfold in that type of way. And we teach that as part of the Energy Scan Training Weekend, actually. We teach the scanning process through the chakras and more, but we also teach that channel prayer work, which is become, it used to be that it was the scanning was mostly what I was really focused on teaching people. And then I just started teaching more and more the prayer work part of it, and people just were gushing with what they were experiencing through that. So now it's a core part of everything that we do and teach. So tonight, I want to introduce you to what this energy scanning stuff is all about and the opportunity for you to learn about it and to receive this training. We are offering a training at the end of the month on it, June 28th and 29th. It's going to be an online training. It is going to be the last of its kind. We will probably, I'm sure, not probably, we absolutely will offer further trainings, but we are not certain what form or variety of those will take, as I'm just in the flow of what is really going to serve everybody best and allow us to continue to reach more and more people and expand everything at the highest level. So I do know this will be the last one of its kind, and so we've got a live weekend opportunity for you coming up at the end of the month. I'm going to tell you more details about that later on in the call, and your opportunity to take advantage of that right away, seeing that's just right around the corner. So I want to tell you, first of all, who usually benefits the most from this training, and from who's really right for this type of a training. I really find that anyone who is really naturally just drawn to this training, the idea of scanning someone's energy, what is that? It really is tuning in with your intuitive and psychic gifts. I teach a specific way to do it that I have not seen elsewhere, and that anyone who's ever taken this training has never told me, oh, I've learned all those things somewhere else. It's all, old stuff. And even people that have taken other trainings would find that what I'm teaching is not anything that they've learned anywhere else. So whether you're a beginner or you're advanced, it doesn't matter. This training takes you to a deeper level of tuning into someone's energy and their frequencies and what's going on for them, not only in their chakras, but in their overall aura. And it really includes aura scanning. It includes scanning someone's essence and soul and their soul path, what's happened to them in this life, and it does so with amazing accuracy. And it's one of those things that it does take a bit of time. It's not. It takes very little time to see that you're able to do it, and after I teach you how to do it, you learn about that, and immediately you're able to start doing it. But in allowing yourself to get to the point where, let me show you, you're able to, I don't know, I guess it's a little, I don't know, maybe the other way to you from the camera. Trust the process, trust your sight, your intuitive sight. It takes time, and as you continue to trust it, you actually are developing that sense through that trust. And that's how life itself actually works. So you, to come into this training, the people that do the best are people that naturally are willing, at least, to be open. You are naturally an open person. You're a curious person. You are able to trust enough. You're able to deal with ambiguity. You're not tied to, boy, I need a signal. I need to know exactly what it means precisely. I need it black or white. Got to be crystal clear every single time. I need my third eye to blow open, and I need to be able to know everything all at once instantly. If you're looking for that kind of stuff, I'm not here to tell you some sensational thing like that is going to happen. It could, but that's not the type of thing this is. This is tends to be for many people a sharpening of their skills if they already have been doing this for a while and takes it deeper, or it's like an amazing way to begin to hone your psychic and intuitive and even the healing abilities right away at a deep level. Because it's really a process that took me a long time to hone on myself, unconsciously at first, and then I consciously asked for instructions to, utilize these gifts that I knew that I had and that I wanted to utilize. And after I learned how to do energy scanning, be able to read into someone's field like I will later on in this Google Hangouts, I'll give you all a chance to at least get access to an energy scan. That downloaded method, the way I do it in my full technique especially, and all of it really came to me from spiritual guidance. And I asked specifically how I was having these openings and things were happening because I was open. I was having new experiences, all that were happening by themselves, and through certain actions I was taking in certain states of awareness, all of a sudden all this information and things would be flooding in, and I knew there was a way to work with those gifts in a way where it wouldn't overwhelm me, where I was able to be in that connection and understand what I was picking up on and be able to become really eventually a master of it, which I call myself a master of that now. There's always another level, so there's no perfect mastery level, but it's a high level of mastery after lots and lots of utilizing it again and again. So so it's a process. You have to be open. You have to really want the people who do best with this training are people that really want to thrive. Really want to thrive as a healer. You feel the calling to be a healer and to do this now. And you're willing to get past the fear that, whoa, what am I getting myself into? Am I really a healer, or is that really stuff that Jesus was just meant to do? Remember, Jesus said, these things and greater you will do. He wasn't talking about just special, there's some special people out there. He was talking about everybody was capable of doing great things and these things and greater. So there's no question about that. You are fully capable of doing this. If you have any kind of a feeling, intuitive sense, you're able to do this work. We find that people without that specific sense don't necessarily do as well with it or can't do it at all. People that say they can't feel anything in meditation and those type of people, we've had some people try to do the training that are like that, and it didn't work out well for them. But every single person that has any level of a feeling sense, like people have you go into meditation, you could feel things going on inside you. You have a feeling sense. So, or you get feelings and hunches, and wow, sometimes they're true, you have a feeling sense. So those are the type of people that do the best with this training. You don't have to have a phenomenal level of it at all. Just any basic level of it will be more than enough. The other thing is people do really well with it. I would say those are the main things. And the other thing is if you want to thrive and financially thrive as a healer, the opportunity's there, and you want to finally start clearing that stuff. We help you to have that inner shift through the weekend, through everything we do, through my prayers, through just being the energy of everything I'm sharing. Allows you to start to clear the old blocks around saying yes to yourself as a healer and thriving as a healer. So that's what this training provides. If you want that, you want to be able to go to a whole nother level financially with the business, reach more people, help more people, go to $5,000, $10,000 per month or more, those opportunities are available. Or maybe it's just having a few clients to get started. Whatever level it is that you're needing to go to get the ball moving forward, you can do that. We have people that go to all different levels based on where they're coming in. you're just beginning and learning healing, you know, it's going to take you a little bit longer to get to those deeper levels usually. So this training, again, it's just, those are the people it's for. If you're one that wants to fight everything and question everything, really to the absolute nth degree, and you have a really hard time just trusting, going with the flow and kind of seeing what unfolds, that can be problematic. And if you're a super, like perfectionist, and if you don't know, you can't share intuitive information with people as you absolutely know without unerring truth. No matter what, this is true. You know, you don't need that, because you can just say things like, "I'm sensing this and I feel this," and then you'll find out it's true anyway. At some level, everything you're picking up on through what will teach you is ultimately, especially as you practice with it, you'll find that when you're really in that flow, all of it's true. So if you're feeling like your path is around ascending and you're going to take your body with you, and you're not invested in the physical is just an illusion to let go of, and once you get ascended enough, you'll be done. And that's really where you're just really focused. You don't want to focus on money or the world or all that nonsense. You know, that's fine. I mean, like, that's fine if that's your path and that's your focus. But if your focus is that, you probably won't, you know, enjoy this training as much, or not at all, because, well, you know, you may enjoy the training, but you know, ultimately it won't drive for you, because it involves getting, you know, grounded as a healer and actually starting to have some real results and being visible out in the world and being in your body, being human, being authentic, and not hiding in the light in any way. And you know, if that's if you're someone that doesn't see it that way, and you're of another philosophy, etc., and that rings true for you, that's fine. It just wouldn't be the best place for you. Let's see. So those are some of the things, and so I'll tell you just briefly. I'm going to talk for just probably another 15 minutes or so, and then we'll do some energy scans. I'll just show you how it unfolds, and I can scan your own field to kind of get a sense of where you're at as a healer, and what some of perhaps some of your capacities are, and some other information about you if you'd like me to do a scan later. So I've shared my story so many times. Many of you probably have heard it, but the truth is for the longest time, forever, I always was picking up on different things intuitively from even a kid. I'd be overwhelmed with energy. I was always wanting to just feeling like, why don't people just go with the flow with life? Why do they make complications? And I could see clearly what obstacles were going on inside of them, and I never would have thought of myself as intuitive, but it was happening, and it was always kind of there. And you may or may not know if that was true for you as a kid, but many of you do. You know that you're sensitive, that you pick up on things. When you walk in a room, you get these strong feelings, or you don't even need to be in the room with someone. You get these feelings all the time. So energy scanning actually is a way to start to learn how to understand, how to get into your depth and your connection with the divine, so that you're in a way to be grounded, so that you're not overwhelmed with energies anymore. One of the things people worry about is they're going to get overwhelmed doing this work. What it does instead is take you from feeling overwhelmed and needing to be invisible because the energies are too much for you, and being able to actually be present with people as a healer. So that's what this process allows you to do. And so we've seen that, I've seen that for myself, and I've seen that for my students as well, that people that actually stick, follow through on the training or what's given are able to experience that. Plus the core of doing scanning, not only for other people but for yourself, and doing clearings for yourself, the channel prayer work and more, is what is so powerful in allowing you to step forward as a healer. And I'll tell you more about some of the things we give to you a bit prior to the weekend that help to get you prepared energetically as well as extra support. But I mean, I didn't want to be. I was one of those. I didn't know I was a healer as a kid, but when I went into high school and everything, I was just with everything going on with everybody. I didn't feel like I fit in at all, and I just felt like I wanted to check out. Honestly, I was very depressed and anxious, and had no understanding of what the purpose of me being on the planet was, because it sure didn't look like anything else that I was seeing around me. So I got into, I did get help. I went to therapists and all that good stuff, and I just kept taking one step at a time to get support for myself and take care of my being. And I got into creative writing to express myself, and then I went into psychology to study to try to understand other people more, why they were acting the way they did when it didn't make any sense to me, why I was suffering when really as a kid some part of me felt like everything was groovy and I was happy-go-lucky and everything, and all of a sudden I was so depressed. So through that process, I ended up going into sales for a while after college, and I forced myself to get in front of lots of people because I was very shy. I was someone talk about invisible. I was actually called Mr. Invisible in high school because I was I don't know. I just was overwhelmed by people's energies. It was very intense. The sense of yeah, that's the best way to put it. And so I got into sales. I made hundreds of cold calls. Well, per week sometimes, and certainly per month, and getting in front of people about copiers, which I had no genuine enthusiasm about, but I was enthusiastic about something. I knew I was meant to serve a lot of people, reach a lot of people, and I was just trying to find my way. And it was an outlet at the time, but ultimately that wasn't my thing. I was kind of like the last man standing at that company because I was so persistent, and that's really one of the keys to this whole thing. You have to, no matter how hard it is and how many times you're hearing the inner or outer no of life that confronts you again and again, you've got to just keep showing up. And when you do so, you become invincible in that sense. So that's what it takes to be an invincible healer. We talk about that a lot, going from invisible to invincible. You've got to learn to keep showing up and moving past the sense of blocks and limits that are within you. When you do that, there is nothing there to stop you. We're just stopped ourselves. So just trusting our natural being, our natural gifts, and we teach you how to do that through technique and your way of being through the weekend. And so that's what I had to learn, all these things. I had to learn to embody a prosperity consciousness. That's something we teach during the weekend as well. You need to carry that prosperity consciousness as a healer, or you're dead in the water in a way. You're going to help a certain amount of people. You're going to do loving work, but you're not going to thrive financially. So you're going to only do so much of it because you've got to go do a day job, or you're just intimidated to even get out there, whatever might be the case. So those are the type of things I need to learn to get through on my own to some degree. But ultimately, it was support. It was the support of my wife showing up saying, hey, you're an intuitive, you're a healer. So she was kind of, in a way, my first coach, and she inspired me to do healing for her, and I was able to do that healing, for her without even a lot of formal training on specific energy techniques. So I'm getting a signal here, so let me just check on something. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we're doing fine. But let me, if there's anyone not, I'm hearing my phone ring, so I'm just. Oh, I hear a lot. Okay, I see all the yeses from earlier that you guys are here seeing me. Okay. Okay. So I hear the phone ring. I was just concerned. So I think we're good. So again, just talking about, um, I don't know, people just, I mean, I've come here to help people actualize the full potential as infinite beings, and that starts with claiming yourself as the healer. To me, the healer means you're claiming the infinite power that's within you, and it starts. This whole party starts with energy scanning. That's how I was able to do healings. I was able to take pain out of, release pain within my wife's body, for example, without any knowledge, because I just got in the field of trust and let it be so. I started learning. But first it was embodying the consciousness, which I learned through my spiritual teachings. And I started embodying a prosperity consciousness and a oneness consciousness, and knowing that I'm one with God. So those are things that we start instilling within your consciousness through the weekend, and through the channel prayer process really brings that to you, and practicing that, and through the one of the bonus programs we gave you. So you've got to embody that consciousness of the healer. You've got to keep clearing your own energy, your own sense of limits. So maybe some of you have done a lot of internal work already, but we need to activate you and clear the stuff that's around you stepping forward as a healer, and that's what we focus on. That's how we help you. So my wife was helping me with that, and then I found community with other healers and coaches and things like that, and they helped to continue to bring me forth and help me to move through my money stuff. My money stuff was huge, and being able to make offers of my services for money was extremely hard. I would just give my services away. I'd get on the phone, I'd say, I see this, I see that, and you're going to do great, and man, what an amazing being you are, and you're going to rock and roll, you don't need my help. And but the truth is, they did need support. We all need support. So the truth was, I was afraid to make offers of my services. I needed to get through that fear. I needed to be able to share my full truth. When I was able to see things through the energy scanning, to be able to say, hey, you've got some real pain going on, and you're going to need to do something about that if you're going to fulfill that thing that you're sensing you're wanting to fulfill in this lifetime, that life purpose that is informed through our divine womb. So, and here's your potential. Here's the potential. Here's the thing that you've come in to do, and it's just sitting there. And let's get that activated. So when I was able to actually speak to that and speak to the value that I had to offer as a healer, and claim that through that process, and then not only for free, but to say, here's what it is, and here's what I offer, and this is what I charge, and all that stuff, and then have people say yes. Wow, that blew me away when people started saying yes. I'd be like, really? I'd be like on the phone with people. I'd be like, really? Are you sure? Is this real? And that's how shocking it was for me at first. But over time, it became just, of course, they're yes. Who wouldn't want this type of help? And people started getting, really powerful results. And whether it was health or finances or just how they felt or opening up their energy, any area of their life, getting new clients, more money, could be any area of their life. They felt the power of the work, and they were blessed by it, and that's where I was able to build from one-to-one primarily a six-figure business from doing that. So that's what's possible through energy scanning. You can build a very thriving practice where you're making 5, to 8,000, even 10,000, or even 15,000 or more per month. We've had people doing that as well, just with one-to-one, going to 15,000 per month or more with their practice, with no other, nothing else, no group stuff or other sources. So those are the things possible, and but it takes. What I found for healers is what's really helpful is the community, and so you're going to get amazing training. I would say that's one of the words that's most common around this whole community and energy scanning, everything. Amazing, right? It's one of the number one things we hear, and but the community also is amazing. To be able to be with people that are feeling the same type of angst and anxiety around moving forward as healers as you, and be able to get support from them through the connections you make through a weekend like this is phenomenal. And I got it in my own way, but if you don't have that depth of support, because a lot of people say when they come into the community is, wow, I've never gotten this level of support before from other people. Even other spiritual people, I don't get this level of support. So They're going to support you around saying yes to being a healer, being prosperous, and all those type of things, because they're all of that mindset. And not everyone is. You go in these spiritual circles, and people have all different ideas, and money doesn't matter, or this or that, and then you look at the quality of their life, and for most of them, they don't really enjoy not having money or feel it's okay. They're just lying to themselves because they don't want to stand in their power and have that be so in their life. So that's where they're at now. Does every healer and teacher have a value, or is there an authenticity for all of them to be about thriving financially by charging for their services? Well, there's all types of teachers and healers on the planet. Everybody's path is different, but for those of you that are here, I can almost guarantee every single one of you is on that path where you need to step into financial prosperity. And that's an energy we want to bring forth, not only for it's not about you, it's about helping your clients, your potential clients, to be able to say yes to themselves by investing, saying I'm worth it. That was one of the big things I remember, especially when I was starting, was they'll be like, I don't know, am I worth it? And your potential clients just reflect your own inner stuff. So I was thinking, am I worth it, right? Am I deserving? And they would reflect that. And then every time you're talking to them, you're simultaneously clearing your own stuff and their stuff by asking them to, on trust and faith, that what's possible here to invest. And we teach you how to do that. There's very specific things that do work, and specific things that don't work so well and consistently tend to not work at all. We teach you those, that we see the same things, the things that work, and the things that don't work. So there's structural things, there's energetic things when it comes to making offers. And honestly, it's all kind of the same. The scanning, it's the same thing. Certain things tend to work, other things don't tend to work. The channel prayers, same thing. We teach you the things that tend to work and what doesn't tend to work as well. So so that's what I know to share so far. And so what has it done for me is it's just opened up the whole world to me. I started to build my business online, and I reach people around the world now. It all started with energy scanning, and that's what my students are doing now. That I have some people that have been doing it for 2 years and more now. That they're expanding. They're on worldwide stages like now, and they're reaching more and more people all the time, and continue to expand. And they're getting their own support people and building their own businesses to next levels. And the foundation for them too started with the energy scanning, to be that international, known healer. But we also have people that just stay in their local area and do work there, and they're very happy doing that. So whatever's right for you, it doesn't matter. Okay, so one of the last things I want to say, and then we're going to do some scans, is the ability to do. To me, healing it comes down to being able to really sense what's going on with somebody, whether it's a feeling sense, being clairvoyant, or just knowing it, or hearing it. So they're clairsentient, clairaudience. So whatever the sense is, it doesn't matter. You need to tune in, and then we bring the intention and the energy for the healing to take place. That's how all the healing modalities more or less work. You could argue with me. We always can argue everything, right? But more or less, that's how it works. And even if you say, well, I don't tune into their energy, I don't get anywhere near their energy, I just let it be so. There's still a tuning in. There's a tuning into the divine. There's something where you're tuning in. And the more you're able to tune in, what I found is a lot of times I became the go-to person as a healer for people, because they're like, wow, you can see things, these other people I've gone to aren't able to pick up on this stuff. And you can see so much and so fast, Dan. And then I'm able to address those things, because if those things remain invisible, then how are they ever addressed? So you could be working with a client with other modalities maybe you've already learned, and certain things are going to just, you're never going to address them. So the nice thing is it gives you a map of what's going on with somebody, and helps you to help them more rather than just what are they presenting with and what do you kind of sense they need. This takes it to a much deeper, precise level. So that was it. So some of the main things, honestly, it's just fun doing this work. Once you learn to trust, you make the investment to do it, and you go all the way with it, it is an amazing, it's fun, it's expanded, it's like, again, it just feels like your whole being is opening up and anything's possible. And that's again, consistent with what we find with people that do the weekend and then go beyond. We do offer certifications. I do want to mention that, is we offer certifications in energy scanning, and we have a community where you're able to stay with us. We offer that. We don't get into the details of that until you come through the first step, but that is something that we make available to people, and they're just, man, are they just so thrilled all the time. People don't want to do anything but be a part of the community, kind of like forever. They just, it's my experience with people that come into the community. So I think I've covered most of the bases that I wanted to cover so far. The last thing I would say is energy scanning. Another nice thing about energy scanning is it's awkward. How do I get out there and share my gifts as a healer? Well, this is a outreach tool. We recommend people offer scans for free, to get in front of people for free to see what's going on. And then it's like, it is kind of like going to see a mechanic or something. Like, I noticed this, this is going and that's going on. You can do something about it or not. It's up to you. And then you have a chance to take a stand for your client to say, hey, you could be doing something about this, and then support them in being able to say yes to it, or for them to decide not to. But we teach you how to do that during this training. So to be able to have a natural tool that just feels fun and joyful, and all of our people, it's not like some people say with psychic, oh boy, it overwhelms me. What I have to find, people love it. Like, people, the more scans they do, if they do it within a certain parameter, if you go nuts doing scans, you might get worn out like anything else. But if the more you're in the practice of doing scanning for yourself and others, the happier and more expanded you are. Okay, well, I'm really running past the time I originally imagined me starting to do some scans. So let's go to doing some scans. If you would like a scan, put I would like a scan into the comment section in the Google Hangout. And I go there now to see who's been requesting them already, maybe, and see who is presently requesting them. I will not have, I'm sure I'm not going to have time to do nearly all of you, but that might request, but I will do what I can within the next 10 to 15 minutes or so, at least. And then I do want to share about the weekend, all the details of the weekend, so that we can get that done as well. And I may do a short, prayer at the end. So let's see. Sometimes people are a little shy or hesitant to ask, but I do see some requests coming in. Not sure how to pronounce your name. I know you're already joining us for the scan training, but I appreciate you're here. I think it's Shira, perhaps. Still learning how to pronounce your name, but yes, I would love to go ahead and provide you with a quick scan. You've got an extreme openness to source energy and a real trust. What it feels like is there's a sense of frailty around your energy, so you have a hard time really be able to speak up fully. So it's very restricted. There's a feeling of if you try to step forward and step in your power and speak up and be all that you really are, that it almost feels like you can just, almost fall apart, like just crumble. And so this training is going to be great for you, and I believe you've already signed up. You're going to really be strengthened to be able to get out there and with that sense of being so open and open up your intuitive energy too, because you've got a lot of energy that's coming through. You need to learn how to work with it. So this training will be great for you. It's going to open up. It will open up your intuition because you only have so much trust in it. You're excited about it, but it's not a deep grounded trust at all yet. So we're going to really ground that trust, give you tools and to help you. So I'm excited you're joining us. We have a lot of requests, so I am going to move on for now, but I hope that was informative at least to you. And let me take a look. Got lots of requests. So I'll do what I can. Janine, let me take a look. By the way, I don't even need someone's name really or anything to tune in your energy. I just know who you are. I get a sense that you get locked up in your thinking. You're too. I get to see a lot of excitement in your energy, and you have lots of ideas. You're very creative. It feels like, and so it's fun. Your energy is. You've got a lot of fun inside you. There's a feeling of some self-worth issues where you kind of wonder if do people really appreciate me? Do people really love me? I get that feeling with you, and you know, in terms of you're a big feeler. You know, you're a big feeler, so that's good. You know, in terms of this training, and boy, there's a real sense of heartbreak in your energy, and I don't know if this may or may not be accurate, but I'm getting the number 15. May have been something around that time period that happened, and a big sense of heartbreak. You know, when we use the full technique, I can really pinpoint it, you know, and tell you with more definitiveness of what I'm seeing. But I just sense something there for you. But yeah, you're the one. You want to take care of everybody, and you know, but you know, you need to just keep taking care of yourself more, and you know, we'd love to support you in that. And then from that place, and then just using that natural love and outreach that you want to do to go out there and help people. But so you have the gifts, and you clairaudient is what I'm hearing. So you definitely have the psychic senses going on, and I think, you know, energy. You could do really great energy work. I really feel that about you. So let's see. We've got Frank here. Let's see, I feel that you definitely are intuitive already, and you're very quick with your intuition, and you can be very decisive and quick, and yet, yeah, there are times when you really doubt yourself. I see that too. And boy, it seems like you can manifest something quick, but things are fleeting for you. So you're the type, you're a lightning rod, but then things are come and go. And so what we want to do is get it so that you're able to have more of the fullness of what you want in your life. And you'll bring that forth by helping other people, probably, that have similar challenges to you in their own way. And you know, you're very psychic, so there's not going to be any problem with you being able to do this work that we're offering you. So humbled by experience, but still passionate. Very cool. So this will be an example where I don't need someone's name. I can just kind of start sharing some things. So, well, let me tune in. I get something, I don't know what it is, I don't know why, but I get animals around you, so that's something I notice. I feel like you're one that feels like you need to kind of keep things together for everybody, and if you're just off for half a second, I'm exaggerating, maybe the whole thing's going to fall apart. So you've got to keep everything together within yourself and for others. And you know, the rocking of the boat has been an issue, and when we've seen bad, you know, so-called bad things happen, big traumas. So I get the number 2 immediately. So yeah, so those are things, again, we teach the self-healing, and then we're teaching you to get out there and thrive. Those are things we want to help you address. But in terms of your gifts, you know, I do see definitely with the feeling and intuitive sense, the clairvoyant sense are definitely there for you. Georgie. Okay. Well, you know, the first thing that comes to me is I get the number 7. I just keep getting the sense of you're lucky, like you know. So others might even become jealous of you, like when you're lucky, and so you tend to dim your light because you're an amazing can be amazing at being magical. So you dim that because it's somewhat dim that or a lot because boy, you're like, what? What's going on? How can you do that? So I see that with you, and I don't know. I just feel a lot of integrity, a lot of love. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely suited for this work as well. And let's see, Paulo. Oh, it's a familiar name. I remember you actually. Be happy to give you a scan. Let's see. Um, yeah, just trying to disgauge my part of my mind that already knows you and thinking about that. So hold on. Well, okay. I mean, you already know, some of the things I would say. You're very, yeah, you two, of course, are very psychic. You get a great sense of energy and connection coming into your field. I'm getting maybe some digestion issues with you. So there's something around digesting all the energy that comes in that's still an issue. This also shows me that, yeah, that digesting that energy and something around standing fully in your power and your visibility and the work that you do is still lacking. Now I know you've moved through you really have become more and more visible, but going to your next level of visibility and showing up in the world seems to be an issue. Jojo, okay, cool name. Um, there's a real flow within your intuition. You're able to put things into place quickly, so things need to get lined up energetically. You're a good person to call. I bet a lot of people get on the phone just to talk to you, to hang out in your energy. So that's great, but I bet they drain your energy sometimes, and it's time to start, doing your work and allowing yourself to say yes to doing that by them investing in that work rather than you giving it away. That's my sense with you. So you're definitely meant to do the work. You have like everyone does really, but you definitely have the ability to do this work. Uh, Ani, yes, I remember meeting you, and yeah, I mean, you're just a lot of you're a wonderful energy and very curious and very. I get like the word active, very active. So I can see you being very playful. When you let yourself be like very playful, and um, I feel like you're a talker. Like you could be a real talker. You really talk a lot. It's really so. Speaking up, talking is not. So I just noticed that, like, I'm like, oh, it'd be fun to talk with you. Now you're hesitant. I would see you as someone that be hesitant. There are some crown chakra issues. So there's issues around safety, around showing up, being who you are. You've got to be someone else. You got to fit a certain mold. You got to be, to the letter. You got to do things a certain way. That's a program that's within your field. I feel you probably picked that up extremely young this life, and that's what shuts down your energy field and would keep you from even beginning to trust doing this work in any full way. So that's part of the energies that naturally start to resolve themselves even by doing the training. It begins to shift that and helps you to start being visible because it's just what happens, in the process. So, but you have, can be a powerhouse. I mean, you can get a lot done. So when you're a great student. You're going to get things done. So, I love that about you. And so it's about letting the energy come in for you, and the trust factor is huge. Is learning to trust really deeply. And I feel it's there for you. I don't feel like the sense of block is that strong that it's really going to hold you back in any super deep, significant way. You can move through this and let it be so. Just need to keep focusing on your openness and trust. Let's see. Luanda. I'm not really the best at pronouncing names. Let me tap into your energy. Beautiful energy. Got a blissful energy. So um, I don't know if you're Gemini or not, but you've got a feeling of a little Gemini energy inside you. So that's two sides to you. Um, hmm. So when I do a lot in a row, sometimes I'm like, I got so many things this year. You where to start anymore? But what else should I say for now? Let me put it like this: when you're looking out into the canyon, it's like, where do you begin to start? And for her, it's like you have a really keen sense of what people are needing, and you know how to bring that forth for people. And um, I really love that. You're a very thoughtful person, it seems to me. Um, so yeah, that's what I notice about you. And as far as doing this work now, for you, you're definitely got all the ability to do this work. Um, there's a sharpness in your energy along with the other stuff I'm mentioning, and that can be very powerful. It's just learning how to work with that in a well way, where it's not butting up against you and hurting you. So it would be a sense of, am I really fully embraced? Am I fully loved? And the answer is a resounding yes. So I want to keep bringing more of that forth for you. Um, I'm only going to be able to do two or three more. Uh, um, let me see. Lori, I see you. Maybe okay. Yeah, if you feel like I've skipped you, it's not on purpose. It's just I see what I see. So Edward, let's do you now, and I'll do Lori, and then I'm going to need to probably cap it off at that for tonight. So interesting that you mentioned that I skipped you, so then I could find you later. So perfect. Let's see. I don't know. You seem very, to me, you just feel. It's my sense is very analytical. Um, so you are very intuitive. Um, oh yeah, you really. There's something there, or there's something special there with your connection with certain energies. Um, how do I describe those energies? Hold on. Yeah, I see a lot of energy coming in through your third eye. So I feel like there's a big opening happening for you right now, and it's wanting to go deeper. It's going inside your energy. I see it coming down into your energy, especially in through the third eye for you. And yeah, it's quite awesome. And yeah, it's really a great flow. The grounding, if I look down into your root chakra, for example, getting grounded in that energy is where there's an issue. So that's where you might feel a lot of openness and bliss in being in that energy, but being rooted it and grounded with it and presencing it more fully in your life is where the issue is. So that's um, that's where we want to help, continue to help you, and this work would help you with that. Thank you for prompting me, Lori. Let's see. Yeah, you're just you get a fun energy with you right now, and very intuitive, and of course loving and kind. And what else? Yeah. Well, there's a lot of bubbliness, but there's also that doubt within yourself. So it's mm, yeah, there's definitely that confidence issue that needs to be strengthened. So um, you have a lot of energy coming through your hands, So that's something I always pay attention to. And um, speaking up and taking a stand, for yourself is an issue. You probably could do that all day long for others. You need to take more of that for yourself. So those are some things I wanted to share with you. Let's see if I see anybody responding to some of the information I'm giving. Janine says, thank you. It was pretty accurate what you said. That was awesome. Thank you. One of the things I just wanted to mention is that it being accurate is pretty much what people always say. And sometimes the people say pretty accurate is another somewhat common description. Sometimes things may not resonate fully right now, but if we were to actually get on the phone or something and talk about these things, you would find how it's true. Like a lot of times people will tell you if you get a hit about them and something, they'll say, "Oh, that's not true of me," and you'll be like, "Oh, I guess I was wrong." But often the truth is that if there's something true about it, it's just for whatever reason it's blocked from that person acknowledging, or maybe the way you're saying it isn't jiving for them, or maybe there's just a little bit of detail that needed to be fleshed out for it to be understood, right? So I'm trying to get that right. Thank you so much. Your scan was spot on and deeply, deeply appreciated. It's funny you mentioned Gemini. I'm not. I am Scorpio. I had a feeling it was one of the two. But my son is, and he's gifted as well. Yeah, I feel that. Thank you for sharing. So these are the types of things that we can do through energy scanning. I'm doing only fast, some certain level of energy scanning. But when you take it to its depth, I could take any one of you and go deeper. Like Yolanda, I keep getting something. I don't know why it is, but the number 8 keeps coming up, and it seems very, very important for you. And like that would be an area. Like we keep looking at it, and like there's maybe something happened that where you really opened up in your energy when you're 8. You may not remember it or not, but there's something that came into you at 8, and there's something true about that. Now, I don't know. We'd have to flesh that out. Edward said, thank you. I could understand some of what you said in your comments. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. And again, some of it may not make sense. And, so just whatever resonates. What I say too with scans are whatever resonates, just take that in. And then whatever doesn't resonate, just kind of hold it lightly in your awareness for a while. Now, I've had people, I tell people, oh, you were in a big car accident, it was like this, it was like that. Oh, I've never been in a car accident. And then they come back to me a couple weeks later, oh, yeah, I was in a car accident, I forgot, and, it's just incredible. We suppress things, and we don't just necessarily remember everything right away or be able to connect the dots. So just hold it lightly. Maybe it'll come in later, or maybe it won't. For some of you, I'm sure it all makes sense right away. Shara says, thank you so much. I can't wait to learn more. Okay, great. All right, well, with that in mind, I would like to share more about doing this work. I mean, I think, too, you can see, like, I can take all those threads, I could go right into a channel prayer. I understand what's going on with all of you. I've witnessed all those things. I would take all those things and more into channel prayer and start clearing them. And I will do perhaps a little bit of that at the end as we are beginning to wrap up. But what I do want to share for those that are like, okay, come on, show me more about this training. I'm going to send that to you now through the conversation area here. And okay. Trying anyway. Let me try that again. It's interesting. For some reason, it doesn't want to go in that way. Well, let me just type it in and see if that works. Okay. I'm just going to put the link in, and it should show up in a moment. Yeah, the energy in your hands, Linda, just tells me that you have a lot of ability to do this healing work, and that would be at the surface level what I would have to tell you about that. to go more in depth with that would take some time, but that's what I wanted to share for now. So EnergyScanTraining.com, if you go there /online weekend, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about that now. So this is for people that are like, it's time to get serious. I've been kind of sensing this about myself, or I really need to get my healing business going. Now's the time. And so you'll look through there. There's a whole bunch of testimonials. This is happening again. This will be the last time we do it in this format, where we can get it this done live with me during an entire one weekend, June 28th and 29th. So if you look towards maybe the third part of the invitation, you'll see some of the things that we're going to do. We're going to help you to establish your intuitive and psychic connection. You're going to learn how to tap into people's fields. You're going to learn the specific methods that will work for you to tap into people's energies. There's very specific things we do with the full technique to be able to tap into someone's energy. And it's a way that you'll be able to do it that, again, you can localize any one piece of information and be able to know so much. We're going to teach you how to, we're going to teach you to be able to, really when you're able to do this, you're able to tap into any kind of energy. It doesn't matter. It's all energy, and you can tap into it. We start with people usually, and yes, you can do this with animals if that's often that's a question we get. You can do it with anything. We're going to teach you the 7 major chakras. We're going to teach you more in depth about that and how to read through those chakras and how you discern the different things that you sense in the different chakras with people. How do you get that discernment? What do the different things mean? We're going to teach you all about that. We've been told by many people that come through the training that it's a very powerful training on the chakras, that they gain tremendously just from even the knowledge they gain about the chakras through that training. We're going to teach you that, and then, like I said, once you know what's going on in the chakras, it helps you to lay things out where maybe you're not just doing one healing session at a time, or it's a one-time deal, but you'll be able to see so much of the depth of what wants to be addressed that invariably will take more than just a couple of sessions, but that you'll be able to start to offer people a package of sessions. So it gives you a whole transformational map to help someone. You're able to go and use the channeled prayer work, do that kind of work that you saw me do earlier. That really does amplify and increase your confidence in healing. So it brings a new level of, different level of energy, a different way of bringing healing forth that brings you into your power. And that's the thing I see lacking the most with healers out there, is they're not standing in their power. They're open with their heart, as we are all asked to do, but they're not in their power. That's what we bring to you through our trainings. That's what channel prayer work helps you to do. So we teach you the framework of that and the basics of beginning to start doing that, to be able to offer that right away after the weekend to people, and you can practice on all these things during the weekend. You'll have tools to naturally be able to reach out to people with your energy scans right away. We'll show you, here's the ways you can do it. You can do it this way, that way, where to go to offer scans to people, and then how to enroll them, and how to make transformational offers. How do you actually make an offer of your service to people, and how do you deal with people's fears, anxieties, or concerns? How do you deal with those things? How do you help them to say yes to themselves? And how do you get in your right energy so you're saying yes to yourself? That's the big thing. It's like, are you going to say yes to yourself? If you start saying yes to who you are and what you're meant to be bringing forth, it's going to do nothing but bless everything. And when we trust that, and then we allow people to invest in that, it requires then that trust. And then when you solidify that trust, you learn how to do that, the deal gets done, and then everyone's blessed by it. That's how things happen, period. So we teach you how to do that. So you learn a lot about the energetics of manifestation even through that, and certainly about enrolling clients to work with you. And so without getting in every little word that I have on there, that's what we do. So all of this does really help you to create that inner shift big time from being invisible to being invincible, getting your visibility going, even within the community of healers, to be able to presence yourself, connect with people during practice sessions. We'll hook you up with, multiple people during the weekend to do some practice of the energy scanning. So you'll right away, I mean, you will have the experience of being able to do this. And then you'll need practice. I am going to say that. I will emphasize you'll need to practice, practice, practice. It took me 1,000 scans before I felt I was a real master. I've cut that down where people go out and they do, I don't know. Some people, it's everyone's different, but people go out there and do 20, 30 scans. Now all of a sudden they're a lot more confident. But you'll know you can do it right away, but you may not trust it right away. That's kind of how it is. You need to practice is what creates that confidence and builds that that muscle, so to speak, of being able to do this work. The bonuses are, it is a live training. It's 9 to 6 p.m. is pretty much what the hours are Central Time on Saturday and Sunday of that weekend. There are the MP3 recordings that are given to you through each for every training. So you'll have those recordings. You'll also have the 28-page energy scanning guide that will give you all the information you need to be able to do energy scannings and channel prayer work. So you also have the written format, plus extras around article marketing that we don't necessarily cover during the weekend, and more and more about enrolling people. So you'll get you're going to get a training guide, to go with this, along with what I'm telling you. So the other thing is you'll get live practice of energy scanning with others, as I've said, and you will create bonds with people and friendships, and maybe even business partnerships in some cases. So we see that a lot. People come into trainings and they become friends and they keep connecting, and boy, do they stay connected. So it happens many, many times. I hear about it a lot. So that we value this training at least $1,000 in and of itself. Plus, you do get bonuses. We have a bonus program of 30 days of channel prayer with me. It's a $497 value. It's 8 audios that will help you to begin understanding how to do energy scanning all right away. It's an instant program, so you'll get it right away. You'll start learning that right away. It's just the basics to start doing some basic scanning of yourself, and then you have to take this step by step. So you'll get some of it there, and you also get some of the channel prayer work and the fundamentals. How does life work? How do things actually manifest? What's the real truth about it? There's so many illusions around it. I bring you a perspective that is not heard often, if at all, on that. So that it will help you in manifesting and with healing as well. So those are all parts of the things. We cover life purpose in there, clearing those things up, getting clear on that, and clear on the life you want, manifesting the things you want, money issues, relationship stuff, all the areas of life. The 30 days of channel prayer alone is so invaluable. People listen to that again and again and again. They go through the 30 days, and then I hear they're going through it again, and people just get benefit greatly by continued repetition. Where I'm going through all the areas of life through those channel prayers, those recorded channel prayers, and people are clearing through every area of life, and then also claiming their life purpose as a healer. That's all part of that. So every day you're gaining that for 30 days. Then we have another bonus. We've never given this bonus ever before, and it is a really big bonus. And look at it as a bonus, as an extra, and a huge opportunity. If you don't take advantage of it, this training is way worth any amount that you would invest in it. And the truth is that this is something we haven't done before, and it's something we've only offered to people that are in paid programs in the past. In its current format, and that's the Invincible Six-Figure Healer Weekend. It's a $2,000 value. You come to Chicago to really get it inside you that doing this work and money and everything is, the money is here to help you to help more people and to get your vision clearer, to help you claim your gifts more than ever before and connect with the community at a greater depth. That's a over $2,000 value. You're going to get to meet me live and in person at that event, and that will take your confidence to a whole nother level and your clarity to a whole nother level around what your gifts are, what you're here to do, who you're meant to serve, all those things, and saying yes to the money finally, and taking your next steps. So really committing to that and getting that done within your energy, and once it's done there, then you can let it be so. So that's what I have to share about that. And so we're only offering this, right now at this time. This offer will never be available again. That is true in this case. We're not offering this ever again. We almost never have offered it at this price. It is, much less all, the extra bonus that we're giving at this time at the live event, which usually people have to pay to get into that event previously. It's $397. It's just $397. The value of just the training alone is $997. This is worth thousands of dollars worth to you. And I think when you look through the testimonials and feel into it for yourself, what's in it for you? Feel into what's in this for you. Beyond what Dan's talking about, everything, what's my guidance feel like around this? Am I meant to do this work with Dan? Am I meant to do this? Do I feel the opportunities now? Because when you start standing into your power and start allowing yourself to say yes to yourself as a healer, then you're going to feel the alignment. Because those that are meant to really rock with their gifts and serve so many people and be in this amazing community that we're building here and just spreading through all the work that you do in the world from it, you'll know if you'll feel it. You'll feel a sense of it. And it's just time to trust that sense. That's what this training's about. If you're feeling the opportunities right for you, it's time to register right now and get that done. And if not, then just be clear about that. Like, no, this isn't right for me. I don't want to do this. It's not a fit. Just be done with it. I encourage people to be clear. And if you say no now, and if yes hits you later, fine. But be clear now. Make it yes or no now, and then just let it go. It's just a really great way to be. And when you're bold, when you're standing and being big and bold as a healer, we roll this out, this training out, simply because we heard the demand from the last Google Hangout I did. Everybody was asking for this type of training, really. So here it is. If you're wanting to really claim yourself as a healer, your gifts, and get out there and thrive, that's why we put this out there. You've really asked for this. My community has asked for this. Here it is. Here's the opportunity. It's the last time to do it this way, and we've never offered this at this price and with that amazing bonus. So if you'd like to join us, go ahead and click on register now and get that taken care of, and we're going to be just so grateful. You'll instantly get the Clear Your Own Energy program. We're going to deliver that to you, and you get to start enjoying that and understanding a little bit more about energy scanning right away. So with that being said, if there are any quick questions, we're already past our time, but if there's any quick burning questions right now, go ahead and you can feed them in through the comment section. Otherwise, we're going to come to a close with a prayer really soon, within the next couple of minutes or so. Let me see if there's anything that was coming through. Any chance that it is recorded as I'm moving out on the state? Yes, Shari, you will be. We've got you covered on that, so no problem on that, and we will have that taken care of for you. And the entire weekend is covered. And privately, if you want to contact us, we can tell you more about your circumstances, because I'm aware of that. And Janine says, I would very much like to do the training, but I'm going to be on the road both of those days. Will this be a recorded workshop by chance? Yes, it is all recorded. Again, it's going to be done through not a Google Hangout. It'll be done through a webinar, so you'll be able to play it back at any time. And we will, if you do it through recording, the only thing is that we will set up the opportunity for you to be supported. We have an invincible support guarantee and a no refund policy, because we know how big this is for you and how transformational it is, and sometimes people freak out, and that's why we support you with invincible support and no refund policy, because once you're with us, we are guaranteeing that we're going to be here to support you all the way, and we're not going to give up on you at all. We're going to be there to provide you with practice partners, even if you do it by recording. Once you're ready for those practice partners, we'll find people. People are always wanting to practice. So we will help you no matter which way you do this. We do encourage you to come live. That's a prime time opportunity. If you're not able to do it and you still feel the alignment is there for you, you want to make that choice, then go for it. Oh, the six-figure weekend. Thank you. That is not recorded. That is not something we're recording. So not at this time. So yes. So, but thank you for asking. We have no current plans to do so anyway. Okay. Well, there are some other questions. Let me see. When is the follow-up event in Chicago? What is the date again? Okay, so the date is July 11th through the 13th. It's a Friday through a Sunday. So again, look at it as a huge bonus. I mean, I don't know if we're ever going to offer that again this way or not. First time we've done it. We think it's going to be absolutely amazing. We know it will be. It's going to be one of the best live events I've ever done, and they're only totally awesome and amazing already by every participant's comments already. So if you're able to make it, awesome. If you're not, this weekend itself is so life-changing and awesome that you'll be so happy you did it. Trying to see if there were any other quick questions, because I do need to come to a close soon. What are the dates? The dates for this training are June 28th and 29th. It's on a Saturday and Sunday. It's on from Saturday 9 to 6 p.m. Central, and likewise on Sunday. And one more time, I don't know if the link didn't work for some of you, but if you weren't able to get to it yet, but I'll put the link one more time for the weekend in here for you guys to see, in case you got lost in the feed or something earlier. So I'll put it in again, and that'll give you all the details in written form right away, and we'll also be sending further emails to you with everything too. Okay, all right. Well, let's just let that be so. We're already past our time a bit. Let's just do a short prayer. If you'll just take a nice deep breath with me, in through your nose, up through your crown chakra, up through your higher self, up to source life energy, and allow that energy to come back down through your higher self, all the way down through your crown chakra, through your energy field, all the way through your physical body, your auric field, down through your feet, down to the core of the earth, all the way through your root chakra to the core of the earth. I recognize right here and right now, God, life, source, energy is all there is. I'm grateful that I'm an infinite being ready to experience all of who I am. I know that claiming who I am again and again and trusting who I am and following through on that which I know is true and clear for me, I'm taking action on that. I'm willing to be bold. I'm willing to trust my bold clearness and follow through on whatever is true for me right now. So I allow myself to feel the power of who I am and the truth that I'm meant to do this. Even if I'm afraid, I'm ready to just start stepping out. I'm willing to take at least this next step so that I can allow the power and the gifts of who I am to be present as a healer, to finally break through and start to have clients, and to go from maybe having no clients to having many clients, or to having a few clients to having many clients, whatever might be the case, to go and to thrive and to realize my greatest vision as a healer ultimately. I'm allowing that to unfold through this process. I'm willing to take the next steps and know that I'm being covered every step along the way. I'm grateful to just let it be so and know that I'm meant to be received as a healer in this lifetime right now, that the old witch hunts are over. It's done. I'm meant to claim money and financial success as a healer. I'm meant to do this work in that way. I'm meant to come forward and touch people's lives in the most powerful way. I'm willing to learn how to do so through energy scanning if it calls to me, channel prayer work, and making transformational offers. I'm willing to let it all be so and let it be done. I'm allowing divine perfect clarity to be within me now and act upon that clarity wherever it may take me. Thank you, God, and so it is. Okay, everybody, it's just always so delightful to connect with you. I love connecting with you on these Google Hangouts as well, and looking forward to serving all of you that do step forward to do this training together with me, and hope to meet you in person perhaps one day too. So Many blessings, peace, love, many blessings. Namaste.